You were tuned in to episode 86 of the Goodfellas podcast. Yes, episode 86. G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. And I got my main man with me, Boxing First Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt Bayless, aka Mr. 1K, aka the Funk Legend himself. Boxing First
You
Vlog. What's going on, player?
man here with the blowout, the show out. You dig? What's good with you, man?
Right. Listen, before we get started, y'all know how we do. Put a one in that comment section if you can hear us good. Put a one in that comment section if you can hear us good. As soon as we see that one, we on go. You know what I'm saying? We had a man, good weekend, bro. Good,
Oh yeah,
good,
excellent,
good,
excellent.
good solid weekend of fights. And we definitely gotta, we gonna chop it up today. My man Willie G in the building early, man, said what's good, fellas. Hey man, what's up, man? Stick around with us, man. We cooking today. We cooking today. We got the grill out. We cooking today, bro. Straight up. Matter of fact, I ain't even waiting for the one. Y'all can't. It's on y'all. Like we getting it on. Willie G said good boxing weekend. Yeah, man. It was absolutely crazy, man. I to get started. Oh, of course, we not gonna start with Shakur first. We not gonna start with Shakur first. We're not even gonna start with Taylor and Serrano. Let's go. Let's go Keyshawn. Let's go Keyshawn Davis, man. Got a 6-round stoppage. For the guy that had 18 fights. They showing a lot of faith in this kid, man. And what was that? His fifth fight? Was that his fifth fight, bro?
Yeah.
It was like his fifth fight. They showing a lot of faith in this kid, man. Like, tell me what you saw in that fight and just your impressions of just Keyshawn, period, after Saturday.
Big, goddamn big. You telling me this dude 135 pounds, nigga win? You know what I'm saying? Like these dudes. I mean, I don't know. They say the camera put weight on you, so I gotta go with that one. But he's solid, bro. So my thing is, where are you leaving him at? Like what division will he make his mark in? So I don't know that it will be 135. So I got to thinking long term when I see him. I like the product in the ring. The young man he was fighting, the young Latin cat.
Yeah,
he was game. So I don't think he went in there to roll over. So you know what I mean? Not sometimes they find them guys and them guys kind of know their position, so they'll play that position in the ring. He didn't,
yeah.
you know what I mean? He definitely made Keyshawn get the stoppage. He made him stop him. So respect to the young cat, and hopefully he bounced back. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm thinking about the future though, bros. That's just my thoughts on the young man. Like, where you gonna make it? Like I said, where is he gonna make his mark? What division, bro? Because he's solid. So how long can you really keep a dude like that at 135?
What? Let me ask you this before I give my spiel. If you Keyshawn Davis, you can't really go downward from fighting a guy that's like 18-1 or he was like 16-2 or something like that. Like what names ring in your head and be like, you know what, that's a good fight for Keyshawn right now. I'm like right now at 135, like right now.
Off top.
All time.
I like to see what he could do with somebody like a Cruz, Pitbull, another game dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that to me is a better boxer inside the ring than the big cat that we saw, Esteban Sanchez. I can forget his name. Is it Sanchez?
You talking about Esteban, the guy that he fought?
Yeah, the guy he fought.
Esteban Sanchez. Esteban Sanchez. Yes.
Esteban Sanchez. So I just wanted to get that right for everybody in the chat. But anyway, I think Cruz is a better boxer than that. So if you can range up with, a guy that's going to come to fight, you know what I mean? Because you don't want him in there with guys, like I said, that's there to play that position of being a victim. Right. You want somebody in there that's going to try to push this cat. And I thought for the first couple of rounds, Esteban did. He lacked a strong jab to me, which I thought would have been in his favor, being as though he had seemingly the height advantage and I thought he was a longer fighter. Just you know, I mean, I don't know if I'm technically correct based on numbers, but for what I saw visually, he looked like the longer fighter. So I thought he should have had a jab. So I think dude like Cruz has different entities that he could test this dude with. Somebody that got some power. You see what I'm saying? In them 5 fights, has he fought a banger? I doubt very seriously he has. So Cruz is a banger. Match him up with somebody like that. You know what I mean?
Is that too soon for him?
I'm talking style. I ain't really talking Cruz the body. I'm trying to give a style of fighter that might test what he really has in the pro game, because this is the amateur. We can't look at the Olympics and be like, yo, this is what he did in the Olympics. He can box, this, that, and the third. I need to see him boxing in the pros. I need to see somebody that's going to force movement out of him, you know, force the pivots and things like that. I don't think we've seen that in 5 fights. So his next range has to be bigger test. It might not have to be the name that the general fan and people recognize. You know, it might have to be a Emmanuel Tagu-esque, you know, a guy that's on the fringes, accomplished on the fringes, now needing a platform to show his skills against a young superstar. So he needs those type of names. You know what I mean? With a Cruz skill. You need a Tagu name with a Cruz skill. That's my estimation. I don't per se have a single name for you, because it's got to come from that top ranked camp or the fringes of that top ranked camp.
No, agreed. I think, Pitbull type style would be really good. For some reason, I'm thinking 35 names on the other side of the street, and
That's the thing. We got, when we matching them forward, it has to be a fringe guy. Like I said, it has to be a guy that's not aligned per se. You know what I mean? I don't know if you have some used fighters from PBC. Can you get them back? Can you get them over? Like PBC might want to keep the guys for their up and coming lightweights. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like Thompson Boxing or somebody like that. Would being as though guys like Thompson's Boxing and other smaller promotions, they're kind of linked to the PBCs. They're kind of linked to Matchroom and these other bigger entities. So do they allow their guys to go across the street to test the other young? I don't know if that happens a lot. But I know we see guys recycled on the same platform.
No, that's true. I'm gonna run a couple names by you. You tell me if Keyshawn is ready for these names. All right, you ready?
I got stuff for that platform. I think you ready for.
All right, all right. You go. I go. You shoot me a name. I shoot you a name.
I think he beat Comey right now.
Ooh.
I think he knocks Comey out right now.
I don't know if I'm ready to say that, bro. I gotta think about that one. I don't know if I'm ready to say that, bro.
I think a Pedraza style is a test that he needs. Somebody that's actually gonna fight in there. I think he beats Pedraza.
Pedraza at 140 now.
But I'm just saying these guys.
Oh yeah, I got you. You talking style?
Come back for the bag, bro. If Bob Arum say, "Yo, you fighting Keyshawn at 135," these dudes they're gonna do what they do, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right. JoJo.
That's again, I don't know what he's going to do with guys that are going to come fight. The youngster.
I'm saying, is that too early for him? Is it too early for him to fight JoJo right now?
Nah, bro, I don't think so, bro. Because again, if this to me, his style, I think, and his size matches up with most of the guys at 135, even the big name guys, the Haney's, the Garcias. His physique and his ability to box and be a good fighter matches up well. His disposition is what we haven't seen in the ring yet. You see what I'm saying? We've seen that disposition from Garcia. Bounced back, did good work. We've seen it from Haney. Got clipped. Continued to just pitch a shutout. You know what I mean? We've seen it from Tank. He was getting pressed by Cruz. The good pivot moves, the up and unders, the countering. good boxing. So we seen these guys the elite guys get. We seen that other side disposition. I don't think we've seen that in him yet. So he does need a JoJo. He needs a guy that's going to press him for us in his own camp and himself to be like, yo, this is what I can do when quote unquote the shit hit the fan. Excuse my French.
So where would you, I guess, where would you put him in terms of like the type of competition he should be fighting? Should he be, is he ready? Is it too soon for anything top 15?
No. Because again, you got to look at the platform. This is a fast track platform. They did it for Shakur. They did it for Loma. They're going to more likely for Keyshawn Davis. Why? Because of the muckery and the possibilities of super fights at 135 in the next year to 2 years. They're going to keep him away from Loma. They're probably going to keep him away from Haney and Shakur. So that's to the future matchup. You know what I'm saying? In my estimation, that's the next super fight for us. So I'm just going to put that out there now. Catch the article coming soon on G5JeffTV.com. Y'all know what it is. So
where's it going to be at again?
On G5JeffTV.com.
That's what I thought you said. Okay. Heard about that site. It's a pretty good site. Yeah, for sure. I tell you, you know what? I'll tell you, this fight won't happen, but I'll tell you who he beats right now.
Give me a name.
Chris Colbert. He beats Chris Colbert right now.
Okay. Does he beat the guy that beat Chris Colbert? Hernandez. I forget his first name. I remember his last name.
I think he beats him too. He beats him.
But do you see what I mean? Do you see how Hernandez pressed Colbert in that fight?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't let Colbert's per se natural skill just take over and him keep playing that outside and, you know, not probably allow himself to get knocked out or anything like that. You know what I mean? He's a guy that pressed in that fight. He's a guy that bought the fight to the quote unquote marquee fighter. And bad things happen for the boy. But again,
absolutely,
that's the estimation to me. In that particular, I ain't gonna dwell on it too long. I thought he had too much going on. That's a guy, Colbert. At the time, I just kind of thought he had too much going on. I heard he was doing a lot of community stuff. Might have had some personal things going on. Like, you got a lot going on outside the ring. It can probably affect your performance, and we've seen that on a number of occasions.
Yeah, I don't know what he had going on. At
the time, you know, following his IG, he was doing a lot of community stuff, and you know what I'm saying, kind of give back for this thing. And just when you give yourself away so much, might not have had left a lot in the tank that night.
I just think he got hit with a shot and made a decision he wasn't going to get. He made a business decision. And I'm not saying, because we don't know what any of these fighters be going through going into a fight. You know, you stepping on ropes. I have to critique you as if you're good. You know what I mean? As if you're okay.
I get you. Yeah, I get you.
But let me jump in these comments real quick. My guy Miles Williams in the building. Big shout out to Miles Williams. He said, "Damn, Shakur put on a masterclass. I agree, vlog. Keyshawn and Pitbull would be exciting. That'd be a great fight, yo. That'd be a great fight. I think Pitbull,
Miles, it's me, baby."
Yeah, I think that's me personally. I think that's a little too soon for, you know what I'm saying. For Keyshawn.
Did you have quick? While you say that, quick thought. Did you have the same thought for Loma?
What, Keyshawn and Loma?
At the time they was pressing Loma forward, did you have those thoughts?
No, because I felt like Loma's different. Keyshawn's different than Loma.
So do you see cracks or something of that nature to say that they're different? They're both the same in my estimation. Accomplished amateurs jumping into the pros and getting busy quick.
Well, there's a lot of amateurs that are very successful when they come in the door, and some of them get fast tracked. Loma, when you mention that name, Loma may arguably be top 3 all time in terms of amateurs, like all time. So his him coming into the game, and you are what you negotiate. The perks and the perks and the actual opportunities that he got, he negotiated that stuff in his contract. So it wasn't a sense of like, hey, Loma's that dude, we gonna throw him up against the world right now. Basically, Bob Arum gave him a contract. Only way Bob was gonna sign him is unless he gave him those opportunities. But I felt like Loma's game was that good to where I didn't have that feeling like it was like too much for him. I didn't have that feeling with Keyshawn. I don't know yet. I want to see a couple more fights out of him. Guys is maybe ranked between maybe 15 and 20 or something like that in that area, and see what he does, and then move him along. Like I don't want to move him too quick. I'm not saying that he's not ready. I don't want to move him too quick. I want to put him in against guys with different styles, see how he adapt, see how he adjusts, and if he does well, then by I would say
I like the
maybe
me personally. You said style. I just want to see. To me, I like to see what he does against speed, because I haven't really seen him counter. Like he's usually the guy setting the pace, punching when he wants to punch. Slightly moving. I don't really see that slick Purnell-esque movement. That quote unquote real amateur style movement from him. He's kind of a tree. Wherever he sits down and fights, that's where the fight's taking place. I mean, I want to see if he can react to speed, if he can react to being pressed. I definitely need to see a different style other than. And this is no cap on Sanchez. Like I said, I thought he got beat into submission. Like he came game. He came out striking the jab, but it wasn't fast, and he did it with his jab. It was kind of a jab from like, let me get back and guard. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't even a jab of destruction, or I'm throwing this out to set something up. It was like, I'm gonna throw it, but I really want to bring it back and leave it right here because this dude heavy-handed, and I thought he was worried about getting knocked out too early in the fight too, and it took him off of his offense. So we need a guy that's not scared to get, or now I ain't gonna say scared to get hit, that probably wants to get hit so he can get going. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and another, before we get into the comments, another reason why I'm not completely comfortable with throwing Keyshawn into the deep end. Mind you, we just came off of the Olympics not that long ago, and he was a clear underdog against that Cuban kid that he cannot beat. And I think people don't really, now amateurs is amateurs, don't get me wrong, but he was a pro when he actually went back to the Olympics. So he was technically a pro fighting a guy that's still an amateur. And he's been beaten like clearly like 4 different times against this dude. So, and I just seen that not that long ago. So I'm like, I still want to see that development.
That's what I'm saying. You got to leave that to where it was at, bro. That's where it's at.
I said that, but you said styles. I've seen him recently against a style that he can't handle. And
So is
that's
that a
that.
speed? That's what I'm
That's
asking.
his speed. Yeah, correct.
Speed game. So
Speed,
again, we
speed
need to see that on
game,
the pro level, though.
speed game, counter
Different.
punch game, and his that Cuban kid's ability to go from offense to defense, defense to offense is next level. So
Okay. Now,
I've seen it. Yeah.
in defense of the youngster. First of all, and this is cap to all of them Spence dudes and they fans and all them fanboys and all of that going on over there, bro. It's enough. Oh my God, you don't even want me to get going with these cats. But anyway, bro, Bomac is a solid trainer, bro. So I think Bomac will bring something more with a professional base for defense and offense with the OG tactics, inside fighting, that sort of stuff that will help him against these quick guys of Cuban descent or any other quick fighter. Like there are things we could do in the pros that are just not acceptable, and you aren't even trained to do in the amateurs to beat these sort of styles. So I think we need to see it on a professional level with the training that a guy like Bomac can bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
I'm gonna leave my blunt truth commentary to my specific own post on that, but I ain't gonna go in on the podcast with that one, bro.
Yeah,
So
I agree. Like I agree, man. And I just want to see. I don't want him to be thrown into the deep water. I feel like at this pace, he can kind of make he can make gradual steps up, and he can make a real step up, similar to I want them to kind of guide him along, kind of similar to how they did Pernell Whitaker. Like he fought the Black Mamba in his 10th fight. You know what I mean? That was back in the day. So I want to see him at least get the like that 10th fight. You
all
know,
right. So in that, do you think you can't in that next 3 to 4 fights? He's already been a co-main event guy, so you're not going to downgrade him back to fight round. I mean, 6th round fight round sort of scenario.
right.
Keep these cupcakes coming. It's only elevation from here. This is your first 8-rounder. You got to come back with another co-main 8-rounder on whose card I don't know, but it's obviously got to be a shared sort of star platform because to me he's the future of Top Rank. But how they move him is very key. But I do believe that they're chasing the title, the age title number in the fight title number too to make history.
Well, I think he's the co-main event. He's going to be the co-main event because of him. You know what I'm saying? Whoever they bring in is just going to be the opponent. So I think he is going to get a lot of co-main event opportunities. Now,
I don't think he can continue to be against relative unknown guys.
Yeah, but dude was 18-1 though. That was legit.
That's what I'm saying. He was still a relative. Relative unknown. You're still.
But I mean, Keyshawn's an unknown. Keyshawn's an unknown. Keyshawn's a relative unknown.
How can you say that, Jeff?
Bro, there's not a lot of people that know Keyshawn, bro. It's not a lot of people that know Keyshawn.
Oh, I thought a lot of people know that. I thought a lot of people know the hottest.
You asked the comment. Go ahead.
You killed it, bro. You ain't even let me finish. I think,
bro, you've been talking the whole show, baby. I've been letting you go the whole show.
You alley me these jaws and I'm running my 1-2. What you want me to do? Sit here like a mute? I'm shooting my shot and I'm killing you with this game right now. Let me finish this particular joint and I'm gonna step back like an unwanted female. Check this out. Everybody.
I don't know how I deal with this dude. Yo, go ahead, man.
Anyway, bro, check this out. I think everybody knows the hottest guy in most sports genres. Everybody knows the hottest next young basketball player going to college or coming out of college to the NBA. Everybody knows the hottest young prospect in football. So him being the hottest prospect to want to be signed by all the top platforms, his name has a certain cachet. So I do think we know who he is.
The hardcores know who he is. Outside of that,
well, the casuals got a good look this weekend. He definitely known. Casuals got a good look.
Yeah, that might have been the first time they got the look, though.
That's all you need is one time.
No, you said he's a name. You said he was a name. I'm going by what you said. You said he's a name
on a certain level. Then he's a name.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
Both right. But that level is changing rapidly.
Yeah, he's doing the correct. He's doing the correct things to build his name. He's doing the correct things on the social media, and he's doing the correct things in terms of the opportunities he's getting. Every fight he's been on a big card. So they're doing right by him. They're doing right by him. I just want them to continue to progress with him and not feel like they have to throw him into the deep end like right away. Give him another 2-3 fights this year. Another 2 at least. Give him another 2 fights, solid fights. Guys that got 80% and up winning percentage. You know what I'm saying? Good 15 to 20 something fights under their belt. Solid competition and keep him along that level until maybe like early next year. I'm looking summer next year. He should be probably like 8-0, 9-0, and then I would feel comfortable putting him in with possibly like a Pedraza or somebody like that, like summertime next year.
Bro,
Summertime next
do
year.
you know how beat down the Pedrazas and the Comeys will be summertime next year
But
when you
bro,
got them two finna step off with each other?
but you
I
have to
think
give
I'm gonna
him
be
the
honest.
names. You gotta give him the names.
I'm gonna be honest. I think you catapult him to not superstardom, but the crust of it. If he gets the winner of Comey Pedraza, you give him that winner. You give him and show he that dog, and he go out there and put that work in. Man, he got to be on the crust on that platform to see a Haney, because you know in my estimation he will be the lightweight champ, undisputed. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. I don't have a problem with that fight. Me personally, the guy that he fought Saturday, if he give me like two more of those, we can talk. He give me two more of those.
two more of
I'll
them.
be two
Okay,
more of them.
with you
I'm
two
cool
more
with that. I'm
inside
cool with
10.
that.
Inside 10, we
Two
need
next two
that's
fights,
right.
10-round fights. He give me
Especially if
two of
you're going to
those.
stay at 135.
Right. And I'm
That's
because I think within the next year and a half, he's at 140. That's a big kid. That's a big kid.
I've been saying that. But you see what Haney and them doing? They doing an excellent job of, leveled off, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's been a big kid for the past 3-4 years, easy.
Yeah.
Or at least the past two. He's
Yeah.
been very big at 135.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, that's why I want to see him against some of the guys that he fought Saturday now, because 140.
All right, answer me a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does he walk through a Gamboa?
Oh, he stomps Gamboa. Like Gamboa don't
All
last
right.
4 rounds with him.
Does he do better than Haney did against and Tagu did against Greg? Was it Greg? I forget his name. It's a white boy. I don't wanna it ain't no cap, but everybody know who he is. I think Haney, everybody was clowning because Haney, I don't think Haney got the stoppage, and Tagu didn't get the stoppage. So, but they were talking about how a couple other people had knocked him out. I think.
So Mason Menard?
Yeah, Mason Menard, that's his name. How does he do it?
He stops Mason Menard. He stops him.
Okay, now I'm giving you guys that these other guys have platformed on. So are you telling me he needs a Mason Menard? He needs a Gamboa?
No,
you don't even want him on that level yet?
No, they're not. They're done.
Okay.
They're done. I'm talking about live bodies. They're done. They in the morgue.
So you need live. You need the new Mason Menards and the new.
Nah, but listen. If you think he ready for the Pedrazas and the Comeys of the world,
all right,
give me early next year.
I got you right now. Does he beat Tagu?
Yes.
Then he ready.
But the reason why I say he beats Tagu is because Tagu, I didn't realize how small of a 135 Tagu is. But when you fighting guys kind of like on the lower tier, they're not really known to really shoot up like that in weight. They're not really sizey.
A lot of guys reaching for 135 that he probably I get it.
I would say it's a size thing, but that's a good fight though. If they really wanted to propel him, that's a good fight. But Tagu,
and they say Tagu about the money, so
right.
Right. That's what they're saying in the Ghana streets. Tagu about that money.
Right. My guy Bruce in the building, man. He said, "Salute, my brother. Salute to you, man." Bruce, you are doing a magnificent job on your channel, man. Like a magnificent job. If y'all not subscribed, please subscribe to him. He just had Sugar Ray. He had Sugar Shane Mosley's dad on his show, and they was breaking down old Tuesday Night Fights films and all that, man. Big shout out to Bruce, man. Definitely go subscribe. My God, Tony Reviews in the building, man. Big shout out to you, family. I ain't seen you in a little minute. He said the only person at 130 or below who stands a chance against Shakur is Navarrete. I love that fight. I love that fight for Shakur. I love that fight because that's probably the one fight where Shakur is gonna have to actually show me something. And I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, I'm a Navarrete fan. Like, let me get that out the way. The one thing that never is two things that Navarrete does very, very, very well. He's one of the best in the game at doing it. Number one, his punch variety is insane. The angles in which he throws his shots is insane. And the way he can quicken the pace of a fight is, I haven't seen many guys that is doing it like him. Like, he really he really quickens the pace. He makes you play high speed chess. And the one thing about Shakur, when you fight in Shakur, and it's the mistake that Valdez made last night, and I tweeted it. I said, "Yo, I'm like, he got to quicken the pace." I'm like, Shakur is a lot like Bernard in terms of that pace, that slow down pace, methodical. I'm gonna give you 2 shots here. I'm gonna give you 3 here. I'm gonna give you 2 up top, and I'm gonna shoot you 1 to the body. Everything is methodical, smooth, just going straight down the list. You have to quicken the pace with Shakur. You have to, and Navarrete would do that. I'm not saying Navarrete beat Shakur. I think Shakur would beat him, but that's an interesting matchup to where Shakur would have to pull all the tools out the toolbox because Navarrete ain't going nowhere. We ain't got to worry about him keeping his hands in his pocket. He gonna let him go. He gonna let him go. So I love that, Tony. I love that matchup, man. I love that matchup, man. For sure. What you think of Navarrete, bro? I don't know if we ever talked about Navarrete on or off camera.
Bro, he is. If you look at the size scenario, that seems to be the biggest argument for those Valdez factions. I agree with him. He was the bigger guy, but he took advantage of his size. That's why he sat in the pocket the way he did. He knew he was the bigger guy. He knew his shots were heavier, and he just played with your boy. That's not his fault. The same way it wasn't Garcia's fault to a certain extent, but I think he purposely wanted to make sure he came in the bigger guy so he could try to get that easy knockout. He felt like if he just came in normal pace, probably walked in there 146, something like that, 147. You know what I mean? That's not too big. Man, dude came in like 160, bro. So he was definitely looking for an early, quick, walk down knockout, and it didn't happen for him. But Shakur isn't that much bigger. It's a nice size difference. You can see it in the backs. You know what I mean? Shakur was definitely way bigger in the back. I think he just bone structure is the bigger man. You know what I mean? So I don't know if he took advantage of it. He just used it to his advantage.
He looked about, to be honest with you, he looked like he had Valdez by a good 10 pounds. By a good 10. Me personally.
I say minimum 8. But it was just
I would say about 6. I would say like 7 to 10. 10 is kind of on high
10 anywhere. It was good range.
Yeah.
But I don't think he took advantage of it. Because you use it to your advantage doesn't mean you took advantage. You see what I'm saying? Like, to me, taking advantage is I'm going in with a design plan to be the bigger guy. Right. You know what I mean? To do what I can do and push the excess weight limit, because this is unification. So I do believe they maxed the after weigh-in weight. So I think he doesn't take advantage of that. That's just the way it falls for him. Yeah. He wasn't that bigger than Nick Italia at 135.
Keyshawn beats Nick Italia at 135.
That's an excellent fight.
That's an excellent fight, ain't it?
Why?
I like that.
That length of Nick Italia in that 1-2.
That 1-2 will get Keyshawn some problems. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
With that, something that'll test the defense. Again, I don't think he's been defensively tested to a certain extent. Some guys have swung, obviously, they throwing shots, but it's nothing that he has to figure out, or nothing that, like, I got to do something different. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just do my norm and set the pace and do what you just described, like control the fight, throw punches that I want to punch, things like that. These guys is going to bring different things to him. That length, I don't think Esteban used his length to his advantage in that fight. Maybe Nikitaki will. That's a good fight, though.
That's a real good fight. I added a brand new banner for my people that be watching. It's real simple. Hit that like button. Don't be afraid of the like button. Hit that thing. You know what I'm saying? Hit that thing one time for your boy. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it moving. Tony's review says Cruz is who beats Keyshawn. Yeah, Cruz would be Pitbull would be a tough matchup for Keyshawn. That'd be a tough matchup for him. Maybe
I'm gonna say why Keyshawn may be able to stay in that fight. He has the size to get inside. The one difference I won't think that I say Cruz doesn't do, he does not jab very well. So coming in, he probably take a lot of damage from Keyshawn to get into that dog fight. So with that, wear and tear on Cruz end up being something to deflate his tires. Like, damn, I done got hit the mouth just to get in here, and then it's still a fight inside because this is a big dude. It's a big kid. You know what I'm saying? So I think he still evens out to be a good fight.
Yeah, and I think he should. Tony's reviews talking about Cruz from the Olympics. Yeah, Kid Cruz. He nice with it. Real nice with it. He said I was answering your question.
Nice,
but that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I was breaking it up in terms of style, not in terms of like if they fought in the pros, because that kid, he's just now getting ready to become a pro. So I didn't want to line it up like that. Like I was just saying, I've seen Keyshawn against a style that caused him problems at the end of the day. But I think just to get off the Keyshawn thing, and we could jump into the Shakur fight, and we're gonna get into the Serrano and Katie Taylor too after the fact, which might be fight of the year, by the way. Respect to both of those ladies. They went, they got busy, like real busy. They should make sure Keyshawn is staying at 135 for a little while. I know it's a big kid. There's some killers at 140, man. There's some killers at 140. And that's why I want to kind of see them gradually move him at 135. Now, I don't want to see him at 140 yet. There's a lot of dudes at 140 that gives Keyshawn hella problems right now. And that's why I said I'm looking at next year, same time, I'll have a better boxing eye on what he does on a regular. You know what I mean? Like, because you don't want him to get too big. It's a lot of killers at 140. He don't want to be at 140 right now.
There's some Russians out there that dude, even the dude Adonias in that loss. You know what I mean? He lost that rematch with Cibriel Matisse, but he's still a monster at 140 though.
Bro, I mean, you got Gary Antoine Russell at 140. You still got Victor Postile at 140. Barbosa Jr. at 140. Montana Love at 140. Pedraza's at 140. My dark horse at 140. Subriel Matisse is at 140. It's a lot of killers at 140, man. That's why I'm like, Keyshawn need to stay at 135, continue to plant his feet at 135 and see what he can get at 135. He don't want no parts of 140 yet.
The difference at 140 is deep, is not super top heavy. That's the difference between the two divisions. I think 135 is deep, but it's more top heavy. 140 is just deep throughout. You got guys that might, have issues with some B guys, some A guys, 140 issues with some B guys. So
you can legit go 20 deep at 140. Legit go 20 deep at 140. And I can make the argument that none of them dudes is A+. You know what I mean? Like 140 that's a monster division. Man.
I think we got a couple A+ guys at 140. I gotta give Pro Graves 140 propers. I gotta give Montana Love 140 propers. Like these is A-level guys. To me, they are the top guys at 140. Like, cause these guys is boxers and punchers. You got Pro Graves get inside and get gully with the best quote unquote Mexican style fighters and shit. So then you got your boy off the back foot with his punching ability and Montana Love. Like these guys got different forms at that top level that other cats, we gotta see if they can deal with it. You know what I'm saying? We already seen Matisse slip up. He come in there not right, catch one. But that's why he had to get that rematch and get that get back. And that was a squabble fest. Cause it was I mean, damn, you had to hit that Russian dude with a bat to get him out of there, bro. Like shit.
Yeah, facts.
That was a heavy banger for me on YouTube, man. Y'all can go check my reaction on that one.
Yeah. 140 is heavy, man. So I think Keyshawn need to stay at 135, continue to make his moves, do his thing at 135. My guy, Burt Wood in the building. Big shout out to Burt Wood. He said G5 is this true. Tyson Fury versus Dillian White sold 94 million pay-per-views in the UK. I know exactly what you're talking about. That was a typo. That was supposed to have been 940,000. I know exactly the article you're talking about. That should have been 940,000, bro. There's not 94 million people in the UK to even get
they
that.
got a TV.
Yeah, they got a TV. You know what I mean? Yo, smash that like button, man. Stop playing with me, man. Like smash
man, y'all
that.
drop something in that super chat because this game is heavy and it's lacing your tennis shoes, keeping you real tight in these boxes.
Hey, man, hit that like button, man. If your pocket's itching, that means you're supposed to be sending a super chat. That's what that means. If your pockets is itching, that means you're supposed to scratch it with a super chat. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But let's actually get into Shakur and Valdez, and I have to. I gotta get a propers out to my man Vlog, and I like to come back to conversations that we had prior to the fight.
One time,
yes sir.
It's me, baby.
Yeah, serious. For the people that wasn't here or didn't hear the replay, basically, Vlog and I had a conversation about where the odds should have been. And my man said, nah, it should be like minus 1,000. And I'm like, yo, 1,000 is like kind of steep. And I also said I'll pat myself on the back. I said 325 was too low for Valdez because I felt like he was a bigger underdog than that. They should be paying out more in terms of Valdez was concerned. So I got to give my man his propers on his comments in regards to that. Shakur definitely looked like a minus 1,000.
Hey, can we timestamp this and send this to Shakur on Twitter so he can see we do support him on this channel despite the comment of Toshi that sent us viral for a hot second?
Yeah, so I gotta snip this one and then snip the other one and kind of combine them joints up so it'll make sense. But I'll definitely do that. That's about 43 minutes in. So I'll definitely do that. But we definitely support
this, man. We got the military flying over.
No problem. So Shakur wins. I mean, you can call it a blowout, a masterclass, just a kind of a career-defining performance. I mean, however you want to word it, it was a great performance. But I kind of want to get at some people that I've been hearing just reading, just in some of these, Facebook posts and Twitter and Instagram, and even some shows that I've listened to today. I'm literally hearing people like complaining about Shakur because he didn't get the stoppage. And I have to caution the people that are saying that. Okay. I have to caution you. So I want y'all to pay attention. This was a unification fight against arguably the top two guys in the division. Right. So let's look at the actual result. Any boxing fan that has eyeballs will tell you that fight was either a 10-2, 11-1, or a 12-0 with a legit knockdown. And he put hands on him pretty much in every single round. Didn't take a step backwards. His back never really touched the ropes. And he was the aggressor the entire fight. And he threw the more punches. If you're not impressed with that performance because he didn't get the knockout, you want to know what y'all sound like? Y'all sound like the same people that used to complain about Floyd. He would be spanking dudes 12-0, 11-1, get a knockdown, have them hurt, the whole nine. And that's the same thing y'all would say about like a Floyd type performance. My question to y'all is, what else did you want him to do? Like, what else did you want him to do? Like, he's in the pocket all night long. He's landing at a high clip.
They want him to knock him out. They did. They said what they wanted him to do.
But here's the thing, though. But here's the thing, though.
Not that I support that. I'm just saying.
No, I know. I know that's what they're saying. But my question is, y'all don't have that same opinion about the majority of these fighters. If there was other fighters that had the same type of performance, y'all would have been like, yo, like he put on a hell of a show. Like he put on a hell of a show. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people reserve that opinion for certain guys. You know what I mean? And I'm like, Shakur is actually smacking people around in the ring. Like he's smacking people. Like what Shakur's doing right now is what I want to see more of with Haney. Like that mean streak where he really like smacking people around. He's doing a good job in what he's doing, but Dev will give you the 1-2 and box your ears off, but he's not really like smacking dudes around and punishing dudes. Like Shakur's in there, you know, your face looking different. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling people, be careful with those types of expectations when you're dealing with a guy like Shakur, because in the same breath, y'all will say he's not that good, or y'all will say that he's not a top 10 dude or something like that, or he's not a top 15 pound for pound guy, but y'all are not happy with a 10-2, 11-1, 12-0 performance, and dude ain't have a chance in a unification fight. So you got to be careful. So I'm not gonna let you get away with two of them. Y'all can get away with this one. But if y'all had those types of expectations, those are the expectations of a pound for pound guy. So I just want to give y'all that warning going forward. Only pound for pound guys have those type of expectations against a guy like Valdez. As long as y'all keep that same energy, I'm cool with it. If y'all wanted to knock out, I'm cool with that. No problem. But y'all can't have those expectations and then you be like, he's not at least a fringe pound for pound guy. Go ahead, Vlog.
My rebuttal to those people would be this. Why weren't y'all on Reynoso's head to stop that ass whooping? Why? Y'all didn't say nothing about Herring's people stopping that ass whooping. He didn't technically knock Jamel Herring out. They got that's the ref in the corner and all of that. They stopped that fight. The ref at any point could have stopped this fucking fight. Your boy had literally no fucking chance from round one when he tried to come in there with that fake pit bull shit, and he was actually coming out like a little chihuahua. got slapped in the mouth and slowed down quickly. Trust me, you slap a chihuahua in the mouth and all that yip yapping and all that friskiness calm you right down. So he was acting like a pit bull, but he got hit in the mouth and started and got slapped again, and he had nothing the rest of the night. And it was from the very first, I think, maybe the third shot he got ate. He wasn't the same because he stopped all that. You know how they be in there doing all that gesturing and all that, like kinetic energy wasting ass shit. And man, bro, that shit was terrible, bro. They should have stopped that fight. So to them people that were saying he should have knocked him out, why y'all ain't saying Reynoso? Why you ain't stopped that fight? Your boy faced second fight in a row looking like hamburger meat out there, and you just gonna let him get beat down like that?
Yeah, I just and that's the one thing about boxing on ESPN. Like, we don't have the luxury of actually hearing the corners in between rounds, and us hardcores, we like to hear that stuff because Vlog and I had a conversation off camera, if I'm not mistaken. I think it might have been yesterday. But we said a lot of these trainers are still in checks, man, because they don't give no advice inside the ring in between rounds, and they still in checks. They still in checks, man. They are gym trainers. They are not real trainers on game night. You know what I'm saying?
You need a strategist on game night.
You need a strategist on game night, man.
You need somebody that because it's like a puzzle. You know what I mean? You start putting it together, like from when you start get that first 30 seconds, you start as a trainer, you start putting it together, seeing a little bit of things. Then once your guy do something, you see a reaction, see how, and that's how you start putting it together. So a trainer's there as you coming back, like, look, go look for this piece, put it here, look for that piece, put it there. That's a trainer strategist that night. That's different from a guy that go through the routines, the paths, the hypiness and all of that. That's part of being a trainer too. It's just a little bit different fight night. There's another mode to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, facts. Burt Wood said, G5 and Shane, you was the only people to give insight to the uppercut push. White versus Fury. Kudos, great breakdown. I'm gonna have to pay my man for this, but I'll send it to him in the Cash App. But I'm gonna borrow this one for 2 seconds. It's me, baby. That's what I do. Break down this shit. This is what I do. So I don't get a chance to use that too often, so I had to take it and run with that one. But Burt Wood, he said, bad look on the biggest stage, Shakur night. I don't know who his friends are, but they was like, screw you to security. The sponsors were not like this. Not one brawl in hall. All right. So, Bert, I'm actually glad you said that. So, I actually have the actual story behind that. So, basically, you've been hearing stuff about somebody was bothering his mom, right? So, that was the story. So, what actually happened, bro, is his mom didn't have a pass. His mom didn't have a pass, and a couple other people didn't have a pass. So technically, Shakur, it was only 5 of Shakur's people that had passes to get into a specific area. His mom came through with a couple of family members, or whatever the case may be, and basically security gave him kickback. But from what I'm being told, they didn't know the initial person that came up there was not his mom. His mom was behind this person, which was one of Shakur's people. Mom Dukes was behind the person. Security was like, oh, you ain't got no pass. You ain't getting in here. So if you say that to the person that's directly in the front and Mom Dukes is right behind, that's when it actually started. So it wasn't a situation where they just came into the casino acting a fool, or they just came in the back acting a fool. This was a situation where it was a restricted area that required a pass, and that the security people that were there, they weren't aware of who they were initially, and that's where the argument started, and then it kind of just snowballed over. So I don't know too many people that know that story, but I got that from about his.
It sounds to me like a lot of situations where shit happened, and if you look back, nobody really wrong. It just shit
Something
escalated and went
happened.
too
Yeah,
far.
something happened.
It's like you look back, it's like, damn, they wasn't wrong for how they reacted technically, because security was technically doing their job, and at the same time, technically, this dude mom, he just became double champ. So you gonna let that slide, but technically, I don't know who you are, and you know what I mean.
Correct.
And it kind of just it happens in life in general. You know what I mean? You could be at the gas station and get into it.
Hey, Burt
Over
Wood,
some nonsense.
that's a fact. Listen, Burt Wood, I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with you. So I just broke down exactly what happened. So hopefully, maybe your opinion might change on that. But here's the thing: I'll give you another situation that's way worse, but it was on a lower scale because people ain't know the names like that. We just had Jose Cepeda and Josue. Jose Cepeda knocked Josue the fuck out. Stank leg disco moves and all that. You know what I mean? Josue's family couldn't take that. They actually attacked Jose Cepeda's team outside the hotel. That ain't getting no pub though. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to be careful when we see situations like that. We over here, G5 vlog, Shane, like we our job is to get all of the facts.
And check this
And
out
then
though.
we gonna give it to you.
Game recognized game, man. A lot of that shit is clickbait, bro. Because I read 2 articles, and the article was basically about the fight, and then they was like, "Oh yeah, it was a little disagreement in the hallway, and you know, a crowd gathered." That's how they described what happened. And so, but the clickbait was confrontation in the hallway with Shakur family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's it. And no, that's
nothing.
a fact. Yeah, that's a fact.
Bro,
and the thing is,
the headlines get you, Playboy. I know you're an OG, man. We smoother than that, pimping.
You know, and we've seen that Bert. We from that era. We seen Larry Holmes jump off the top of a limo. You know what I'm saying? To get at somebody, like, so we done seen some real, like some real scuffles, like some real scuffles. You know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate that happened, but I mean, security was doing their job. They felt like they had the green light to go walk around as they pleased, and it just happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and Shakur was
the rest of the entourage. They should.
And I'm like, and Shakur was supposed to jump off stage. That's his mom. That's his people. Like, I'd have jumped off stage too. You're not thinking about none of that when it involves your folks. It don't matter where you at. You're gonna ride out for your folks and figure that shit out later on. So a lot of that stuff was clickbait, bro. But you heard it from here first, like the real story. Like, that's what really happened. And sometimes it go down like that, man. So, bro, it ain't no knock on Shakur. Shakur ain't do nothing wrong, man. But I don't think security did anything wrong neither. They just didn't know. Their job is to secure the premises.
That's just game goofy for any of these boxing sites that's clickbaiting people, hyping something unnecessary up. Like, no matter technically who it is. If you do your homework as a journalist, vlogger, whatever you want to be in this social media realm, bro, do your homework. Don't put that nonsense out there. If you do your homework and you find out some nonsense, put it out there as what it is. Don't clickbait people just to read your shit, then you basically talking about the fight. Come on, bro. Stop that. Give me the information.
There's more people that spent more time on that than they did actually breaking down the X's and O's of the fight. And that's the difference between us and a lot of other, like, just outlets. Like, it's just, it is what it is.
Because we can definitely time, and we got a lot to talk about. Because I want to dip into my guy Beefy.
We definitely got to dip into Beefy. Yeah, Beefy. We gonna get into that. He said Shakur versus Valdez. Stevenson looked a lot bigger. Yeah, we was talking about that earlier, Bertwood. We were saying between like 7 and 10 pounds bigger. He definitely was big. He said, I feel bad for Shakur, big night. Yeah, it's unfortunate that happened, bro. But I mean, things happen, man. He's still the double champ. He's still the double champ.
Bert, you put too much on the Playboy. It's not that serious.
It ain't that deep, bro. It ain't that deep, man. Yeah, I mean, Birdwood, did you see ESPN view they were showing people swinging, not Shakur. Yeah, like we seen a couple punches get thrown. I seen the angle you was talking about, but again, I'm like that's typical. That's typical stuff. Bro, we look at it like this: if ain't nobody got shot, it's a good night. Like you know what I'm saying? If ain't nobody get shot, man, it's a good night, man. A little scuffle, couple punches got thrown. All right, cool. It's a lot
See,
of fights that happen and they
which,
don't
if
get
you really
reported.
want to break it down, bro, any of them security guards that had some good game, they'd have been like, yo, let me get a hot sec. Oh, you say that's old boy mama? Yo, they on stage right now. Let me go check, see if I can let y'all in. That's a good game. Them still, there's other guards there that's still secure. So they just not gonna walk through. So there's a sense of adultness throughout that whole scenario that we didn't have. So when then you sit back and recognize that motherfuckers just was on some goofy shit for a hot second. It happens. Like Jeff said, nobody died. Move on. Dude still got his straps. That didn't take away from his performance.
Yeah. And you know what,
That's too
bro? And
much.
this
You
another
put too
thing,
much in it.
bro. And this another thing, bro. By the end of the night, them security guards is lit too, man. They done had a couple. They done had a couple in their system. You know what I'm saying? Like they done threw a couple complimentary joints back. You know what I mean? So it just happened, bro. Like it ain't really. I we don't think it's that deep. Like we don't think it's that deep at
Hey,
all,
I'm
man. Like
telling you, bro. I do security. You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting paid for this boxing mouthpiece just yet. But you know what I mean? Y'all hit that super chat. We can start there. But anyway, I'm gonna move on though. I do security. I know how you supposed to move out here when you handling events and things like that, bro. It's not all about that muscle shit. You understand what I'm talking about? It ain't even always about being armed. It's how you politic with people to a certain extent. You feel me? Now, if you press, you got to do what you got to do. But it's also how you're presenting a certain package of security. You feel what I'm saying?
facts, man, facts. Let me let's. I want to jump on this real quick, and then we can get into beefy. We can get into beefy for sure. Taylor and Serrano, man, is definitely top three of the year. Just in terms of just good old fashioned scraps. Big shout out to both ladies. Just for the record, before we get into beefy, how did you score the fight? And like, just what was your? How impressed were you with just the overall fight itself?
I was disappointed in a lot of things, bro. So I'm going to tap in on that side. I got to get the negativity out the way first.
Okay.
Disappointed in that Soriano corner, or I guess where I didn't know. I guess they was talking Spanish at some points. I didn't hear nobody really telling her get back to that stick. I didn't hear that. I heard the hype man. I heard that Flavor Flav dude. Oh, you got this, baby. You looking good, baby. Motherfucker out there tired, winded. Stop wasting heavy punches. If you tired, just shoot your jab. Keep trying to get to her thin. Don't throw heavy from the outside. You're tired. You're allowing yourself to get more tired when you're throwing these heavy shots. I didn't hear that. This is what I'm talking about in ring strategy. How you truly train a boxer to win a specific match. How to read what's going on. Get your guy or your gal back focused to handle business. When we already know she can do it because she's already done it. So in this particular scenario, your trainer got to get that back in you, and I didn't get that night. I also, on the flip side, don't like these people trying to tell me this young lady is the best female boxer in the history of boxing when you're one-dimensional. Don't tell me something I can see that's untrue. She don't have power. She don't throw in combinations. She not a pivot mover. She's not an inside fighter. She was out there fighting a cat fight and came out a victor when actually it was a draw. So that's my outcome. You got my 2 cents.
Yeah, I can't even say you wrong about any of that, man. It's one of them joints. I just kicked
Still a great
back
fight.
and just
Great fight.
yeah, I just kicked back and just enjoyed the action. But I can't disagree with anything you just said. Um, Let's see. Burt Wood said the judging took away from the great fight, never 97-93, please. Great women's fight. Bravo. I agree. 100%, man. Vlog and I talked about that off camera. Like
Catch me on
and it's
Twitter.
always, bro, Bert is always one card in a great fight, and you be like, what the fuck was you watching? Like that was that card. There's no way it's 96. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. But see people like Vlog and myself, we be advocating for judges to get investigated for bullshit cards. It don't matter if the right guy won or not. A bullshit card needs to be looked into. Go ahead, bro.
Can I say this?
Look
if
up.
they would have did this historic match the real justices deserve, it should have been 12 rounds, and I guarantee you she wouldn't have made it.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
So how can you say it was a 4-round advantage when there's the 11th and 12th are questionable that I know she ain't win the 12th with all that fucking hold. Like, this ain't your baby. Stop holding her like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? You feel me? So I'm just saying, bro.
And we can get more into that fight tomorrow, but the fight that got lost in the sauce was Vlog's long lost cousin Liam Beefy Smith getting that 10th round stoppage over Jesse Vargas, man. That was. Now I'm not gonna lie, I didn't catch it live. I caught it on the playback. I caught it on the boomerang. I ain't on front. I caught it on the boomerang. But yo, I ain't seen Beefy look that good in a while, bro. I ain't seen Beefy. Beefy did his thing, man. I ain't gonna sit up there in front. Beefy did his thing, man. What you think, bro?
That talk of retirement, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. If you don't refocus and get one of these two dudes, whoever will win, we're gonna lead that outcome and what we predict and break down on that fight here coming soon. And that's Castano Charlo. But bro, you got action. You got action, bro. So I'm just saying, stay focused. What I saw from you, technically smaller guy, but he looked very good at 154 physically. You got Donaire in the corner. You got a lot of going on. You trying to be all of these outside things that you're going on. You said I'm putting that to the side and I'm refocusing. So you put this weight on. You got this opportunity, and my dude beat the brakes off. So salute to you. I hope you can become senator or councilman or pastor or whatever you was trying to do. You know what I mean? And Donaire, I don't think you should have been that heavily invested when you got that monster, looking over your shoulder, bro. Maybe you should have handed them reins to somebody else. He was like really invested mentally because that's his partner. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know if he did it. Huh?
Did a good job, though.
As far as getting him physically ready after 2 years, yeah. Mm-hmm. But he did nothing. Yeah, okay. But he did, as a trainer, he did nothing to solve that puzzle that was Beefy.
No, I agree. I'm with you. Beefy was. Listen, the way he looked. Give me Beefy Tony Harrison. That's a good fight. Give me Beefy Tony Harrison. That's a good fight, bro. It's a good fight.
Man, if Tony don't got his skateboard out there, bro, it's trouble. And he better know how to do them little tricks and all that skateboard stuff. I don't know none of them skateboard dudes. Rob Deerdick or somebody or whoever them skateboard. He better be able to move that motherfucker, switching and doing all that kick flipping and shit, bro. Because, man, Beefy gonna be on him. Beefy gonna be on him.
Yeah, Beefy. That's a good fight though. I think they.
Yeah, I like it.
That's a good fight, man.
They ain't sending Tony across the street though, and I don't know.
They might send Beefy over. They might send Beefy over to PBC and get that bag.
But Beefy got the belt though. Beefy got a belt. He got the WBA or WBC, one of them intercontinental joints. So he got a
Yeah,
strap.
Al will pay that bag. He'll pay that bag for Beefy. Yeah, you pay that
Okay.
bag for Beefy. I think that's a good. We might have to promote
Hey, we
that.
have to talk that went
We
into
might-
fruition.
Yeah, we got to talk that one into fruition. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hold on. Big shout out to I gotta give a shout out, bro. Big shout out to the mad scientist on Instagram, man. Philly trainer. Just gave us a shout out. Said continue to do the great work on the podcast. Hey, mad scientist, man, you got the red carpet's rolled out, baby. Whenever you ready, man. Whenever you ready, get on and we can talk some boxing, man. Mad Scientist on Instagram, he actually had B Hop running past with him and all that. They was in Philly and all that. You know what I'm saying? He,
City.
got a lot of young kids and all that. Big shout out to the Mad Scientist, man. One of my favorite boxing minds out here. You know what I mean? Like,
That's what I'm saying, man. We ain't really broke these fights down and really showed the people the inside game that we do, bro. We've been really talking peripheral this show, bro. So, like we got some time left, bro. Like seriously, let's pick one of these fights and let's get into it the way we do, bro. Seriously.
yeah, let's do it. Burt Wood. I'm gonna let Vlog answer this one. He said, "Are you a Ali believer now? First round KO." I'm not touching that. Go ahead, Vlog. Your boy Nico.
I'm not even going. I'm not going to fraud this. Yo, hold up. Let me go. I don't want you to laugh, yo. I'm not going to fraud his effort. You know what I'm saying? Because he may truly love the sport, bro. So I just think, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe seriously test himself and ask the platform to be like, yo, bro, I need more. I got, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he may want himself to be continually used as the, just like a door gimmick, just, you know what I'm saying? Just get a couple extra fannies to the seats just because of the name, you know what I'm saying? So I think, he might really need to be, honestly, I don't know what he's doing in the gym. Is he really being pushed in the gym like that? You know what I mean? Because you really get wear and tear on you in that gym, and you probably get harder as a fighter, and you don't, not as flashy, or you really in there grinding and dog walking people. So I don't know, bro. I think he need to really ask for stepped up competition. So I'm not going to fraud the youngster right now.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, we're gonna see we're gonna see Nico on a lot of these top ranked cards going forward, man. They gonna milk him into the ground, man. So it's gonna be kind of similar to kind of what they kind of doing with Conor Ben, man. Like they want him to be the bag, and they just gonna put him up against guys. You know what I mean?
But the difference with Conor Ben is he's been in some scraps to earn the right to sort of be respected. Like, okay, these only made, what is it, 3 fights? Okay, yeah, bro, the 3 fights done. The next 3 fights, I need to see an upgrade in competition. I need to see somebody that's either going to make you chase them and you can stalk and get to your prey, or somebody that's going to try to walk you down and you can counter punch, or you can get in the trenches and really gut it out. I need to see something different. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for having that name. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not even going to use this platform in a no negative way towards the young buck.
Bro, off topic before we chop game. At 154, who wins right now? Jesse Vargas or Xander Zayas? I think Zayas could beat Jesse Vargas right now.
Yeah, but Vargas ain't coming back. He should retire. But yeah, he beats him. Xander Zayas get mocked by Beefy. He not ready for that.
No, he not ready for Beefy. He not ready for Beefy. You see, I didn't go there. He not ready for Beefy, especially the way Beefy looks Saturday. He not ready for that smoke yet. I just wanted to throw that out there. But
yeah, I think he.
We're gonna.
I mean, but we haven't actually seen Xander track either. No, like nobody's kind of shot the jab, played the outside. A lot of guys have kind of stayed in the kitchen and got that work.
I like how they moving him though. I like how
Yeah.
they
I'm not
moving
no
him. I
cap
like how
for
they
him too.
moving him.
He definitely got a max of a ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Because again, he's a rangy dude that can turn
I
to
think
that
he can.
box sword.
He
You see
can
what I'm
cap.
saying?
He's so young. I think he gonna cap out at like 68, bro. Kid
That'd
like
be nice.
21.
Nice. Put a little bit more
He
muscle
cap.
on him too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Swell him up, make him look
I
a little
like
bit more
Xanax
fun
diet.
for the ladies.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that six pack
Facts.
on him.
Facts.
Yeah, I can
Facts.
see that. See
Facts.
that.
Absolutely. I'm actually gonna run some quick highlights. I have not seen these highlights yet, but the highlights of the Shakur and Oscar Valdez fight. The video is from Yo Ammo Canelo. So a big shout out to Yo Ammo Canelo. And what I'm gonna do is actually we are gonna actually show these highlights. Give me a second. We are gonna show these highlights. And y'all gonna get real time reaction because this is the first time I've seen these highlights and the first time Vlog has seen them as well. So um let's check this out. He had the phone calls defense, bro. That shit don't work against a top notch guy. You see how the distance. And Shakur the whole time is controlling the distance. Look at that. Sloppy, bro. You seen it all night. Bro, talk to us, man. What you seeing as you watching these highlights, bro?
Mute, running my mouth all that time, giving out all that good game. My bad, bro. I need to give you my.
Yo, bro. We gotta run it back. We gotta run it back.
Oh man,
Sorry,
I'm on mute.
you was on
Oh
mute the whole time,
shit.
bro. I didn't even know you was
I
talking,
was
bro.
giving,
I
bro. I
didn't even
was
know you
giving
were talking.
good game, bro. I was
All
giving
right,
good game, bro.
bro, I didn't even know you
Oh,
were talking, bro. Hold on. So
I
we
hope they
gonna
catch
run
that
this,
on the playback, bro. Man, catch
bro.
that on
So
the
we
playback,
gotta.
bro. But I got you though. We can run it back real quick. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. Like I
All right,
was
we're gonna run.
saying, first thing
All
I'm
right.
gonna say, maybe y'all ain't gonna catch it on the playback because I was on mute, so you probably ain't gonna hear me. But it don't even
That's what I'm
matter.
saying. We're gonna have to run it back. We're gonna have
Yeah,
to
but
run it
as
back.
far as my particular blunt truth about it, I did think Shakur should have lost the point for the stiff arm. That's the honest truth. I thought you should have lost the point, bro. You can't give nobody no 9-10 warnings for a particular offense, bro. Come on, bro. Like, why have the
I
rule then?
didn't.
Why have the rule? He got mad or upset when Valdez pulled on his arm and stuff. They were debating whether that was a rule or not. The ref act like it wasn't a rule. Okay. So are these rules or are they not rules, bro? And if they are, you should have said something to Valdez, which he really didn't, and Valdez didn't continue to do it. So maybe there was no reason to critique him right then or admonish him right then. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
but
You ready to run this, bro?
yeah, run the
All
joint.
right.
The work is
Let's
still
run it.
great. The And the breakdown was still excellent.
All right, let me run it real quick.
Over here, smoke out like a chimney.
All right, let's get it.
Look at that quick jab, popping early. Nice work, keeping the distance with it. Didn't really look how he really don't let his back stay on the ropes with that fake pressure. See, that was fake pressure. Keeping distance, using the ring to his advantage, not fighting scary early. You know what I mean? Just trying to set it up, see what he taking that left hand down there nicely. He took it nicely early, clipping him towards the forehead, taking a lot of forehead damage. So that's how you didn't knock him out. He wasn't hitting him in the chin, bro. He was hitting him on the head and the upper eye section a lot. You see where a lot of the damage and swelling was at. So people asking for this knockout, they act like he was clipping this dude to the jawline with heavy shots and couldn't get rid of him. He did great work to win an excellent boxing match. What do you expect, bro? You're not going to knock everybody out. And this is a solid vet with a solid team.
And let me add this real quick, bro. And we call this the two phones defense. He was doing this all night. He acted like he was taking two phone calls at the same time. You see, but when you doing that and you're not paying attention to your feet, you see in these highlights, he's sloppy. His feet sloppy. So watch these highlights, and you see he's going like this. But watch his movement though. It's not fluid. Look at Shakur's movement. Stationary. Everything is sharp. Pivoting sharp. Punches is sharp. You don't see nothing wide. You don't see nothing wide.
Let me tell you, no jab. Did you see a jab from Valdez? Did you even see a short, just a little something to see where he gonna get? He can show some defense and then start a counter. He didn't give himself no counter opportunities in this fight.
He didn't counter one time all night. It was either he was throwing that lead right hand and trying to throw the left hook behind it, or
right in there is where he should be jabbing right back. He threw one little shot and didn't follow nothing up on it. He should be jabbing right back.
And you know another thing that Oscar didn't do, and this is when Vlog and I talked about this fight. I said his feet wasn't good. His feet look better than what they actually are with the Burchelt fight. You know what he should have been doing? If his feet was really like that, he should have been shooting that straight right hand, that straight lead right hand, and then turning Shakur. Give him an angle and just work the body. He ain't do that once all night because his feet ain't right. You see how he's just he not coming in with a jab, nothing.
Throw the straight left hand down the pipe. I mean, straight right hand down
the pipe. Straight right hand down the pipe.
Straight right hand down the pipe. Just it's simple. Step
it's
over,
simple,
boom.
Bro. It's,
you know what I mean?
Simple.
So it's little subtleties that, I mean, I don't know. I think it was the power, man. Like once he got affected, he didn't want to take the mitts off. So you don't take mitts off. You're not recognizing a lot of the other things that you're personally not doing right in the ring. Let alone your corner telling you, take a step back, reset yourself. Let's get a jab going, bro. Find yourself in boxing with a jab. If you unfocused, if you like this all night, you ain't focused on setting some offense up. You're not focused on where you at in the ring. It's like you just following the dude in front of you, and you keep getting hit, and you're not giving it. Take a step back, man. He come at you, shoot the jab, move off, refocus, replant yourself. It's like he kept doing it, and then go right back to the same thing. Wow.
This is Valdez is doing the whole night.
What'd you say? Hold on, man.
Bad connection. I can't hear you. Like, I said, bad connection. I can't hear you. That's all he was doing all night. You know what I'm saying? He was doing that or he was doing this.
Bro. All right, I got a question for you. Now this tell me anybody in the chat, like what y'all think of pure boxing. Since we ain't talking knockout, you know what I'm saying? We talking pure boxing. Better pure boxing match. Haney versus Linares or Shakur versus Valdez?
Oh, Shakur Valdez by far, in my opinion. By far. But I can explain why though. Big shout out to YSM Sports Media. He said Colbert is cheap. Colbert Colbert is
Damn.
Colbert is
YSM, don't
definitely
do that.
YSM, he is Erie Ave after midnight cheeks. Like he is, yeah, he's cheeks, bro. Cheeks.
Not Erie
I'm
Nation.
I'm
Don't
talking Mac. I'm talking. I'm talking Max's cheesesteaks down the block
don't do the
type
nation
cheeks.
like that, Playboy. I feel you though. Man, I used to
Yo,
hustle
Chris
motherfucker back in
Cobra,
the day.
that's all I needed to see, man. Once I see a dude check out, he checked out early too. Checked out early too. You know what I'm saying? I can't rock with Cobra, but hopefully he recovers. You know what I'm saying? But to get back to your question, bro, and it's a solid question. So the reason why I said Shakur and Valdez is because with Shakur, number one, he didn't get in trouble once in that fight, like not even close to being in trouble in that fight.
That's what.
Um,
Now let me stop you real quick. That's where we going different. Shoot
well,
shot.
I don't know how you can differ with that because
Okay,
like
no,
Haney
you gonna
was
finish.
okay.
I stopped.
So
You take a step back right now. I stopped you on your three. Now finish your
okay,
shot.
all right, cool. So basically, the only difference between Shakur's performance and Devin's performance is that Devin had that one moment at the end of the ninth round, I think it was the ninth round, where he got hit with the shot and he was kind of stank legging into the corner. And Haney, I want to put this on record. Haney did what he had to do to get through a moment like that. When you teach a fighter how to get through a moment like that, that's exactly what you do. You stay on the outside, you jab, and you do what you got to do until your head gets clear. A lot of people pick at Haney for doing that, but he did with what a professional boxer is supposed to do. The only reason I'm picking Shakur over Haney is because Shakur didn't have that moment in the Valdez fight, and that's the only reason I'm picking Shakur over Devin.
Okay, I'm gonna differ with you and say Haney had the better performance because technically it was his biggest test to date. Technically, this is supposed to have been Shakur's biggest test to date. Shakur's opponent bought nothing but useless luggage. It's like he went to Alaska with all Hawaii clothes. So you know, so
Yo, was it an hour 27 minutes? Yo, you are
I'm
a
just saying,
fool,
bro.
yo.
I'm just saying,
Yo,
bro.
king of the
He bought
quotables, man.
he bought
King of the
he
quotables,
bought
bro.
nothing. He brought nothing to the fight to show me that Shakur was tested, and that proves that he is an elite guy. In that particular match with Haney,
Yo.
he was doing great works. He got clipped. Oh shit! Here's the test. Bing bing. Got to do what I got to do. I ain't doing a lot of tying up, but I tied up. I ain't going to lie. That's OG shit. It is what it is. These are things that propel you to the next level to be evaluated to say that's the guy. You see what I'm saying? Like if I didn't see nothing, bro. And I saw an ailment. I didn't like the stiff arm. I'm highly disagreeing with the stiff arm, bro. I don't know if you that secure inside. Because the stiff arm kind of tell me you might not get that inside like that. I'm just saying. I could be wrong, but I know boxing. So I'm telling you gotta read that, bro. It wasn't like he was keeping him at a distance for no reason, bro. He was keeping him at a distance because he didn't really want him that close to touch him. You see what I'm saying? Like, I want to rip him first, make him uncomfortable so I can really D up.
I really now I disagree with the I first of all, that was funny as hell, man. What was it, 127? This nigga yo, he said he went to Alaska with all the wire clothes on. That was funny. But yeah, man, as far as the stiff arm, I'm not gonna lie. I really didn't have a big problem with it.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you why though. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
The reason why people have a problem with the stiff arm is because your man, your man, your man, Mr. Bayless, he gave him like 10 warnings on the shit. So that's a clear indication of the referee doing too much. If you're gonna highlight that, then you need to take a point, relatively early. The fact that he didn't take a point, if that's the stance that he's on, you don't say a hard warning in the 11th round when you know the fight's over with.
Bro,
So I
it's
felt
not
like he
even.
did all of that. I feel like he did all that for no reason. Like we literally see
Bro,
we
that's
see that all
bro,
the time, bro.
bro.
We
That's
see that all the
illegal.
time,
That's
bro. But
illegal, bro.
is it worth a point?
Yes, bro. If I gotta tell you fucking 10 times, first of all, you're doing it for a reason. So you're showing me as a boxing analyst and pundit, there might be a hint of a little bit of weakness in this cat.
Hey, vlog, come on, bro.
Man, bro, he ain't let dude get in the kitchen. There was no dog fight in that kitchen.
Why would you? But why would
He
you
was
allow
using it
somebody,
for a reason.
bro? But yeah, he was using it for a reason. He was pot shotting the shit out of him.
Right here.
Why let him?
Keep you.
But why let him? But why let him in the kitchen if you can hit him in the dining room? Why let him in the kitchen if you can hit him in the dining room, bro?
If I'm using my broomstick to keep you out of my dining room while you in your own kitchen.
If I don't want you in my kitchen, I'm gonna hit you in the dining room. You know what I'm saying? I need the time stamp that one. That was an hour and 31.
Tactics,
so we got
I
two
appreciate
quotables.
the OG tactics from the young buck, bro. I sort of disagree with that. I know, but you did it too much for me, bro. And I'm an OG. You did it too much for the young buck.
I'm telling you, you can't disagree with that, bro. We're from Philly. Bro.
Even in a street fight, Philly, I'm telling you, we used to slap box. We used to slap box for money back in the day. I'm talking about straight cash, nigga, 5 to the head. If motherfuckers did that shit too much, like cats would be like, yo, stop, break up. Like, yo, we here to, let's get it, bro. Stop doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's an advantage, especially if you got the length.
Bro, but this is the thing, though. B-Hop was a legend at that shit. He was a legend at that shit. A legend. Like, I would never watch a B-Hop fight, and he's doing that, and I'm like, yo, they should have took a point. The reason why I didn't have a problem with Shakur doing it is because when he was sticking his hand out there, right? When he was sticking his hand out there, 9 times out of 10, did he not have Oscar Valdez running into a hook? Yes.
No. Yeah,
he did.
He used, that's what I said. Times he used it, it was good. But also you were using it offensively to set other things up instead of because his jab fell off a goddamn cliff. Say it didn't. That nigga jab fell off a cliff and turned into a goddamn broom. So he kept doing this, shooting to the body, and going right back to that.
But the thing is, if you sit your jab on the sidelines and you land in a bunch of power shots, then I can understand that.
But why are you landing them power shots? Are you landing them without an extra tool that's not allowed in boxing?
Bro, the only way I'm taking a point away for somebody sticking their hand out like that is if they sticking the laces in the guy's face. It wasn't that type of party. It wasn't that type of party, bro.
This the world title, bro. I need to fight clean it, bro. You the young buck. You the young fan.
You thought that was dirty?
I thought it was excessive for a fight you were dominating.
Why, bro,
I'm just saying, bro. I gotta be offended.
You can't have that opinion and you from Philly. You can't, bro. If you want to take away a point, listen,
shit, bro.
Bro,
that's the shit you talking about. That's in the gym.
That's not, bro.
Let me give you a scenario. That's a situation where you might need to do that. Okay, he pressing me a little bit too much. Let me put this motherfucker out there. Let me slide out, get off these ropes. I can see it OG in it. That's where you OG it.
But that wasn't the OG. But bro, that wasn't bro. But that wasn't bro. But that wasn't the OG move when you actually judging the distance and you got him running into shit. That's the whole point of it. And you want to hold on. This is a mic drop. This is a mic drop, and I'm gonna timestamp this one before I even say it. You want to know who was doing that? You want to know who was doing that exact same thing, and you ain't say one word about that shit the entire fight? You ready? Emmanuel Tegu dealt with that shit the whole night, and we watched it live on your channel, and you ain't say one word. Not one word, bro. Not one.
I was so captivated on the side advantage that night.
Am I lying though?
Nah, I get you. He was doing it. I remember that. Yes. Yeah, he was doing it, bro. But he didn't need to do it either. You the fucking bigger dude. What the fuck are you doing that for?
But that's what I'm saying. His was excessive too. The only difference is the referee ain't say shit to him about it. The only reason people talking about it with Shakur is because Bayless kept on mentioning the shit.
No,
you see it all the time, bro. You see it all the time.
I get you on Bayless mentioning it, but me as a pure boxing guy, and in a situation where you don't need it, it's illegal. Don't fucking do it. Now you're giving people something to just say. Like I said, my read off of it. My read off of it is that he might not like it phone booth close. He might like you to be park close. Like, okay, I see your bumper, I see your fender. You know what I'm saying? He might like it like that.
Bro, if that him just having his jab out there, if that requires a point being deducted, we in a bad spot, bro. We in a bad spot because we done seen a lot. We done seen a lot. Now, I will say this though.
How about this? How about thinking about it like this? How about thinking about that he's setting a precedent? How about that? Somebody has to set a precedent.
Bro, this shit been going on since the beginning of the time. Shit been going on since the beginning of the time, bro.
All right, bro, but that's not saying what I just said is incorrect.
Bro, but is it worth a point in the unification fight? That's my point. That's my question. It's not the fact that was it necessary or not. Is it worth a point in the unification fight?
To me, it was. If it's not fucking necessary, you keep doing it.
Bro, but Ryan Garcia did the exact same thing. You ain't saying nothing about it.
That wasn't no fucking title fight. He was too fucking big to be doing
that shit. You said
in the ring that night.
Bro, come on, bro. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. You said it's illegal. It don't matter if it's a title fight or not. You said it's illegal.
Okay. Again, it's illegal. Ryan Garcia shouldn't have got away with it. It might not have been something I pointed out. But you know why I'm saying it? Because maybe it's back-to-back fights that I'm saying
because it's
no. So yeah, now
that's what I'm saying. Like nobody pointed it out. Nobody pointed it out because nobody said it wasn't highlighted during the fight. It wasn't highlighted during the fight.
He didn't do it as consistent as what's the name did. He only was doing it early when he couldn't really catch Tagu. Once Tagu slowed down, he didn't do that stiff arm as much.
That's not worth. Me personally, there's a lot of shit in boxing that's illegal. There's a lot of things in boxing that's illegal.
Yeah, we know
a lot of dudes get
clean shit up.
Yeah, but
when you in here in my ring, these rules gonna apply. Every rule that's in the book gonna apply. We gonna have a clean fight. What I say is, don't not OG, don't not get physical, shoulder somebody, do these little subtle things. If I can't see it, I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't really kind of, midnight. Yo, I see that.
To be honest with you, bro, Shakur actually got away with like 4 or 5 low blows. But see, nobody's mentioning that though. Everybody's talking about this. Nothing. He ain't do no damage with that.
The difference with the low blows, they weren't severe low blows.
No, low blows. A low bro. You can't give me that, bro.
Yes,
you can't,
bro. I can.
Bro.
Yes, I can.
What would you? Hold on. We're gonna close this argument right here. What would you rather have, a hand in your face or a punch to your nuts, nigga?
But he wasn't. It wasn't a shot. It was grazing shots. He blocked a couple of them down that way,
bro. Anybody on God's green earth is gonna tell you they rather have a hand in their face.
I'm gonna say that, but either or is illegal. But he wasn't like, and he admonished them. You didn't see the shit. And the couple of ones that it happened and the ref didn't say nothing because he saw that the way what's the name was guarding himself. You making my arm go down as I'm trying to punch to your body because you making my punch go down,
bro.
Because he kept bringing his arm down to keep that stab jab to the body off of him.
Bro, I promise you, them 4 or 5 low blows is way worse than him sticking his hand in his face.
I
And
give
he
you
ain't
that.
say
I ain't
one
gonna
word.
argue.
He ain't say one
I'm
word
not
to
gonna
him
argue
about
that.
them low blows.
He
I'm
did
just
say
as
it.
a referee. So we talking about Bayless, right? So we talking about Bayless. The number one thing that a referee is actually supposed to be looking for is the low blows. So the most important, the most dangerous thing you can hit a guy with is the one that you miss. But the rangefinder with the jab is the one that you want to pick on him about. I'm agreeing with you. A point should have been taken, but I ain't talking about for that. I'm talking about them damn low blows. He
I
got away
didn't
with
think the
like
low
5 of
blows
them.
were severe, and I didn't think they were on purpose. It wasn't like he was throwing low and hit his target.
Bro, the thing about it is when I think of accidental low blows, guy pulling the other guy head down, shit like that, they were just low. Were they severely low? No. But were they low? Yes. They were low. So I might Bayless. I think Bayless was just doing too much. I'm like, if you're gonna do all that, you need to take a point. Like he did entirely too much to not take a
Bayless
point.
was feeling like I'm feeling. Nigga, you whooping his ass. Why the fuck are you doing that? That's probably how he was feeling, bro.
Bro, Bayless be off his game, bro. I like
Okay,
Bayless.
I ain't
Bayless
gonna
be on
lie,
some
but
bullshit.
human being, right? And if you right there, third person like he was, and you seeing this particular shit play out, and then you seeing unnecessary things in this particular shit that aren't necessary to the actual outcome. He kept saying something to him. The nigga kept doing it. Bro, you gotta take that out your scenario. And when if I'm an OG, I'm gonna tell him like this: use it when you need it, bro. Stop doing it
But
so
you can't tell.
consistently.
But you can't tell him that. You can't tell a fighter that. If you're gonna tell him that many times, I agree with you. If he's gonna chastise them that much, he should have took a point. My point is,
You ain't even talking about the ref. I'm talking about his trainers and his peoples and his camp. Y'all got to
what
get on
about
him.
that,
Yeah, that is not something you
bro,
want to. Because look,
bro,
actually, it could be a detriment to you. Somebody that reacts better than Valdez. So what I'm gonna do another gym. So here we go with the inside shit that I'm telling you, man, crazy. Easy swim move off of that and kill that mouth. Kill him. Swim move off that shit. You orthodox. Rock. Boom. Rip the left hand to the body. Come right back over the top with the right hand.
Valdez can't swim.
That's all right. Well, yeah, that night. You know why he couldn't swim? Because the goddamn lakes and shit in Alaska frozen, nigga, and you out there with some goddamn bikinis and shit. That's why I couldn't fucking swim.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. I didn't. Bayless was just doing entirely too much, man. Like, he was doing entirely too much, man. Like,
I get it. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't even want to bring Bayless into it. Let's say
stay out the way. Stay out the way.
Out.
Yeah, if you're gonna do all that, man,
so let's
stay
take
out
it
the
there.
way. Yeah, stay out the way. Like it's really that simple. Like just stay out the way. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna take a point, do what you gotta do, but you can't do all that barking and you don't take a point. Like he was just doing too much, man.
That too. I give you that. I'm mad at that. But at the same time, just as a natural fan, bro, stop doing that, bro. I'm just telling you, I think he don't want that phone booth action, bro. He probably not ready for 135 just yet. Because it's a lot of phone booth action at 135, bro. It ain't all that pretty.
I mean, if he goes up to 135 and had to fight like a Pitbull Cruz, like Pitbull gonna gain problems. Pitbull gonna be gaining problems because he gonna make him fight on the inside. But again, when you when you fighting a shorter dude or a guy that like to fight on the inside, I might you make him get past that stick. You make him get past that stick. You know what I'm saying? That I will say this though. I will say this. When he was doing all that, if you can do all of this and you're effectively touching that man's face, you can turn that shit into a jab. So I just felt like I was just like, bro, like you might as well. I'm like, yeah. I said, yeah. I was like, you might as well just jab him. Yeah, I'm like, you might as well just jab him. So I just felt like it was a waste because he could have did the exact same thing with a jab. He could have did that. He could have turned that into a pawn job. It is what it is, though.
Yeah.
It
It
is what it is.
wasn't perfect.
YSM.
Let's just say that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
nobody is
He could have did a lot more with that. Could did a lot more with that. YSM, he said Loma was 25, so I'm with Jeff. He was already a man. He talked about that earlier conversation as far as like Keyshawn and Loma. Like, did I have that same feeling when Loma was, fighting his tough fights in the ranks and all of that. And the thing that's crazy. Let's kind of add on to that before we get to Burt Wood's comment.
Let me defer with y'all real quick.
Okay.
Keyshawn is physically at a different stage at the same position in their careers. Loma wasn't Loma right now physically. He tell me he's a lot more better conditioned, swell, a lot more power on him than then. He had way better quickness. Now he's using more muscle in his game now. So
I gotta disagree.
It's more muscle now.
I gotta disagree. I'm gonna tell you why. Physically, you may be correct, but the man fought 12-round fights in his first three. He fought his first fight was a 10-round fight, and then the second and his third fight were 12-round championship fights. So even though Keyshawn may physically look the part, Loma was a man at that point doing 12 rounds in the second and third fight.
No, I ain't saying y'all wrong. I'm just saying there's still a little subtle difference in the scenarios. Loma was ready based on more experience. This young buck may be ready based on his physical nature, you know what I'm saying? And also having somewhat successful experience on his behalf. So,
yeah.
I'm just
saying. I feel what you're saying.
So,
no, I feel what you're saying. For sure. Burt Wood, vlog, Linares versus Loma. Linares did not have same effort against Haney. So he's saying
Linares tried his very best in that.
Valdez, I'm sorry, go ahead, bro.
Linares, in my estimation, thinking it was a better boxing performance by Haney than I actually saw out of Shakur Stevenson against Valdez was because I thought Linares actually tried that night. He just couldn't do it. The movement, the length, the ability to slide out the side door, countering them to death. He just was like, fuck, man, I can't. I got to him that one time, but then he came back and showed him them wheels, showed him that length again in the next round, then tied him up 5 times. Yeah, he stole his win late. He didn't steal it early. Valdez got his shit stolen in the first round. When did he do any more of that pit bull is coming forward, herky jerky, all of that extra, kinetic energy, all that gesturing, and he stopped doing that once the man popped him in the mouth with that jab and that left hand. He stopped doing it. Bing bop. Oh shit. Okay, let me just keep my hands up. This motherfucker not playing, and that's what we saw the rest of the fight. He kept his chin tucked. That's what didn't get him knocked out. You on mute.
My bad. Keyshawn versus Rayo. That's a good fight. He also put Keyshawn versus Rivera too. That's a good fight too. Keyshawn Rivera. That's a good fight. Bro, you think that's too early for him? Either one of those fights, you think that's too early for him? Because I'm sorry, if he beats both of them dudes right now, then I might have to ride with my man Vlog and say the winner of Comey, the winner of Comey and Pedraza, like a Comey or Pedraza is not far off, like for end of the year, maybe early next year, if that's what we talking. If he beats both of these, he beats Rayo and he beats Rivera. Yeah, I
don't know if he get double stoppages, but I think he could definitely beat both of them dudes in an 8-round contest.
If he's beating them in a 10-round fight,
he might need to see a good dog fight in 8 rounds that he can eke out. Get a 6-2 or something like that, or maybe get a 5-3 sort of victory where it's a real well-earned victory that gives them the miles that you need in your pro career to really climb up that mountain.
Yeah. Those are good fights, man. Those are good fights. If Keyshawn beats both of them dudes, man, that's saying a lot. Burt Wood, G5, I was never ever once angry in the ring. Quote from Philly. Who am I? That sounds like
Smoking
That sounds like a Smoking Joe or a B Hop quote. Cause I know,
Smoking Joe, he looked at boxing as a job. He just here to
yeah,
do his job.
and I remember like Bernard used to say that to he used to say that to Larry Merchant all the time because Larry Merchant used to try to bust his balls about the opponents he was fighting, and he used to put Larry Merchant in his place every single time. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, real quick, bro, we had you got it right. Smoking Joe never angry. Yeah. Vlog got that one. But
I was
you know the
man, I
thing
was in
that's
the oven,
crazy?
bro.
Yeah, he was
I
in the
wrapped him
oven.
up in a couple summers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My one to
You know the thing is
you know.
the thing that's crazy is and I just he kind of just fell off the face of the earth. We supposed to have Antoine Eccles on the show like a year ago. And we had it lined up. We had it lined up and everything. Mike had it lined up. And we supposed to have Antoine Eccles and Michael Nunn back to back. Like and both of them fell through. But I know Antoine Eccles was like an arch nemesis of B Hop. So that would have been a great interview. Like we probably spent most of that convo just talking about the B Hop fights. You know what I'm saying? Because you ask B Hop who's one of the most powerful dudes he ever faced, he's gonna tell you Antoine Eccles. He had smoke. And one of the best firefights of all time was actually Antoine Eccles and Charles Brewer Sr. at 68. You remember that joint? You're on mute, baby. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Out his weight class back then, but he bought that muscle though.
Bro,
He bought that.
I think he might have been about 3 fights deep when he fought Brewer. I think it was at like 68. Bro, that
Yeah,
was
but he wasn't a natural six. Is basically what I'm
no,
saying.
he wasn't a natural 68. But if y'all want to see a firefight that a lot of people don't talk about, Charles Brewer Sr. versus Antoine Eccles. It was a controversial victory for Antoine Eccles. He was basically out on his feet a couple times. The referee didn't stop it. The first time he got Charles Brewer hurt, the dude stopped it. If you want to see that fight, cue that up on YouTube. If I get Charles Brewer Sr. on the show, like I'm literally running that whole fight. Like we got to watch that whole fight on this channel.
Bro, I'm in Oakland, Cali, getting the business from the boys and shit. Like, oh, what happened to your guy? Philly, I thought Philly was a spot. What you move? I'm like, man, the finger to y'all dudes, man. Y'all seen what happened? The man had the ball gone about 2-3 rounds ago.
Mm-hmm.
He got Mike Tyson. If you ask me, they stole one from him.
That was one
Mike had that boy Buster Douglas out gone.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Wow, I had Fury gone.
Bert
happens a lot.
Yeah, facts. Bert said, "Great episode 86, man. Yeah, this was definitely a classic joint, like for real. Any joint where we can get 3 to 4 quotables out of it, it's a damn good show. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Bert Wood for sure. Like What's next for Shakur, man? Is he just gonna try to collect all the belts at 130 and then keep it moving?
I would do that and probably be one of the youngest to do it. So I think history again will be in his favor. So competition. So I know one of the guys is on the platform. I don't know about the other champ, but you know, with Top Rank being
I think the other champ, I think the other belt might be vacant.
Easy peasy Japanese. Easy peasy Japanese. I should just mail it to him now anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Bert Wood vlog was saying Linares fought Loma with more zeal than he did Haney. You agree with that? So let me I know you said vlog. Let me actually get at that. Linares put a better effort in against Loma because Linares ain't have as much tread on the tires when he fought Loma. Um, when he fought Haney, like that was a different Linares that was in there, and he still had the speed, but punch resistance is a little lower. His ability, his willingness to kind of shoot in the pocket. One of the main things when guys get older. When they're younger, they'll throw with you. They'll throw with you. They'll set traps, things like that. But when guys get older and they start like losing their mojo a little bit, a lot of times they'll just block the shots. A lot of times they'll just block the shots, and that's exactly what happened with Linares when he fought Haney. And that's why we always say like Haney really like boxed his ears off because he just made him keep his hands in his pocket. For somebody with that type of speed, for Haney to have him with his hands in his pocket, that's credit to Haney. You know what I'm saying? It's just Linares was a little younger when he fought Loma. And you got to factor the injury in as well, and then Linares fought the fight of his life that fight. He still lost, but he fought the fight of his life. A lot of people had Linares up going into that 10th round against Loma. You know what I'm saying? It was a real competitive fight. It was just a different Linares. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been through some real tough fights. He got like over 50 something fights. You know what I'm saying? So he's old like in boxing years. He's old in boxing years. You know what I mean? So I think it's just a different. I understand where you're going with it, but it was two different Linareses when you compare those two fights. You know what I'm saying? But Haney obviously did the better job, but again, it was against a different Linares. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. Burtwood, I think there is more danger for Shakur behind him moving up. I mean, if he goes up to 35, it's plenty danger at 135. You know what I mean? It's 130, not really cracking like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the super fight is at 135, and it's going to have to take place on that platform while they're able to hold on to Haney. So you get this dude to get in a complete undisputed fight, especially if that belt is vacant, what you were saying. They throw that into the unification bout with boy Navarrete. You know, if he come out clean, because don't he got a fight coming up?
Who? Navarrete?
Yeah, don't he got a fight coming up?
I want to say he does. He's probably. I wonder how much he get a fight, man, because he's probably one of the most active dudes in the game, man.
Because I know your boy right back in there, Chocolate Tito's supposed to be right back in there. So
yeah, he's right back in the mix. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they can get that undisputed going, cracking late this year, before the holidays type of thing, or maybe December. Shit, that'd be a great little look. Wait for things to iron out at 135 with the undisputed situation. You have undisputed against undisputed on top rank. Nigga, fight of the fucking century, nigga. Fight of the motherfucking century. You heard it here first, nigga. Yes.
Bro.
You heard it here first.
Burt Woods said Fulton moving up. Fulton's definitely going to move up. The one thing that I will say, Fulton is a big 122. He is a big 122. I'm not even going to tell you. I'm not even going to tell you his walk around weight, Burt, because I do know what that is. But that's your big boy.
If he go to 130, he ain't gonna get no look. Shakur ain't gonna be sitting there waiting for nobody, and they not sending him the top rank.
And he still gotta go. He still gotta go to 126. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, 22. You know what I'm saying? So he still gotta go through 26.
Don't necessarily have to go to 126.
That's a big jump. That's a big jump. He big, but he not that big. Yeah, before
has it been done before?
Yeah, before
this is boxing, baby. It's been done.
It'd be, man. Yeah, but it had to be the perfect opponent, perfect scenario. And I'm only saying that because I know his walk around weight.
All right,
that's the only reason I'm saying it. Bert said G5 Fulton or Shakur. I'm gonna say
that's
Shakur,
what I was getting ready to ask.
He's a bigger dude. I would say Shakur. I'll say Shakur because he's just the bigger guy. The good big guy gonna beat the good smaller guy. What you think, bro?
I agree with that. Size difference matters, but I mean, to me, in a scenario like that, you need a guy with Fulton's boxing ability to be able to do it in a couple matches where he's kind of getting that weight on, and he's able to turn his natural skill over with the weight. So I don't think you can a guy like that mash him against such a high quality opponent.
Stephen Fulton, Gary Russell Jr. at 126, who won that fight?
Stephen Fulton that I see against that. I gotta go to Gary Russell I just saw. I saw a Gary Russell that's damaged, but still game. So a guy that's not damaged, still putting weight on, probably be able to sit down on some shit because now he got a little bit more weight. He might sting a Russell.
I'm gonna run him through you. Mark McSial.
He takes
Fulton.
He takes the belt.
All right, McSial. Fulton Ray Vargas at 26.
Ray got volume, but he don't got a lot of power though, bro. He lanky. Fulton can win a boxing match, but then you could get, you know what I'm saying? Unless you mix it up with a guy like Vargas, you could probably lose a few rounds, get impressed by somebody like that, because he's a volume guy. That's why I think McSial gonna be the God damn it, he gonna be the Gary Russell in his fight with Ray Vargas, because Ray Vargas gonna come with volume. Then you gonna see McSial trying to be the back foot guy, pivoting, trying to throw something with power.
McSial,
he don't want
the style is moving forward. That's gonna be two train.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. McSial is not as accurate. He's not very accurate. He's pressing a guy that's in defense mode. I don't know if Ray Vargas gonna ever sit back and cuff up to let this dude press and get combinations off. I don't know. That's gonna be a good fight though. But
that's a good
fight. Ain't Ray coming up in weight too? Well, no, he been at 26 for a minute.
He been at 26 for a minute. Yeah, he been at 26 for a minute. Because he been Gary Russell mandatory for like 2 years. Burt Wood, he said, "What is Fulton walk around weight?" I'm gonna answer that with the next comment. YSM said, "Don't make me choose between Cool Boy and Gary." Jeff, laughing my ass off. I'm choosing. I think Cool Boy beats Gary Russell right now.
I mean, my outlook on Gary is he could probably be a very elite trainer on some Buddy McGirt type shit. Like I think his boxing IQ is that elite that he might not physically have it no more, bro. Once that shoulder go, and then you at his age with the natural wear and tear, bro, it might be hard to be in there mixing it up with these young boys. I'm telling you, man, that joint is, man, that is not the joint I jump on. That's on my mama.
Yo, so Birdwood, you said, what is Fulton's walk around weight? So I'm gonna give you this quick story, real quick. And YSM can confirm this. I met Boozy in his gym. YSM is at Boozy in his gym. We both seen Shakur. We turned to each other and said the same thing. We was like, yo, it's no way he fights at 122. It's no way he fights at 122. And I say, like, stocky, solid, just the body mass. Bro, his frame, he has a 130, he has a 130, 135 frame when you see him live and up close. Like, it was crazy. Like, me and YSM looking like, yo, like Stephen Fulton.
Quick question, is that waterweight?
No, this was like solid. Just, it wasn't like that messy, bloated looking. You could tell water weight from like dude just natural, just body mass.
Like how we seen your boy Broner. Kind of look bloated.
He looked bloated, yeah. So Broner looked bloated. Yes.
Yeah, that looked like water. Yeah, that kind of water weight. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
So when you see, like, you see Boots, right? people that have been following me, like you seen the picture that I got with Boots. Like I was a solid 225, 230. And he's standing next to me, and I'm not dwarfing him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not dwarfing him. Boots is like that too, just like solid, just the mass, like just that bulk. And you could tell by the back. You could tell by the back, like a person's back, the shoulders, and vlog, you know this. Like the back, the shoulders, you can really tell how a dude is like just built, like from a boxing perspective. You know what I mean? This structure. Yo, it was crazy. So Burtwood, so he said facts, Jeff. Like, bro, we were like, that was probably the one thing that I was amazed with when we was in that gym. Because we were like, we were here. Like Fulton was in front of us, but his back was turned. So I'm looking, I'm like, bro, that can't be Stephen Fulton. He was like, yo, why? Someone's like, yo, that is Stephen Fulton. We looking like, yo, that dude is shit. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's structured. Like, it was crazy. So, Burtwood, to answer your question, hold on. You said Burtwood said G5. You said Shakur, but you meant Fulton at 122. Yes, Fulton. I'm sorry. Fulton. Bro, with Fulton's frame, Fulton can go, and this is a credit to Vlog, and I wasn't arguing with him on this point when I said Shakur and Fulton, like Shakur is just a bigger guy. Fulton can fight at 130 right now with that frame. And the reason I know that is because I'm not gonna give the exact weight, but I'll give you a range. He walks around higher than junior welterweight. And I'm gonna leave it there. He walks around higher than he's in the welterweight bracket. So when he fought Angelo Leo, and this Burtwood, this for you, and this game I'm chopping. And like I said, I'm glad Wyatt Simmons in the comment section because he can actually confirm this. We seen Stephen Fulton like in the Leo fight happen. And we like, yo, he went in there and fought Leo's game. He fought on the inside and beat him at his own game. When we seen him at the gym, me and YSM was like, oh, we see why he went in there and beat him at his own game because he probably was way bigger. So I went back and watched the fight. I was like, he was way bigger than Leo. And I'm talking mass. He was way bigger than Angelo Leo. So yeah, Burtwood, Fulton, he got some. That's a big boy. That's a big boy at 122, man. That's a big boy at 122. Big boy at 122. So I would love to see Fulton move up to 26. And I'm not a big fan of guys staying at a weight class too long unless they really making some historical moves like a Beehive. Going on those types of runs. You know what I mean? Where it's historically significant. But if you have a chance to move up and get the better competition, better names, by all means, do it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Vlog was right. Vlog was right. I mean, it's him at 126 or even fighting a Shakur at 130. This cool boy gonna have a shot against anybody. He gonna have a shot against anybody because he can do it all. Fight you on the outside, fight you on the inside. You're not gonna come in and be way bigger than him. It's probably gonna be even size. You know what I'm saying? Even if he fights a Gary Russell, he probably comes in bigger than Russell. Because Russell don't pack on no real weight fight night.
I wouldn't jump on that if I was a guy like Russ. So especially if he's thinking about coming back or something like that, or some scenario where he won a big name from the network, I wouldn't take that fish. I'll let that motherfucker go.
That's a fact. That's 100% facts, man. Burtwood, he said 122 class are some badasses. Oh yeah, man. I mean, this 122 was crazy with it, and the thing that makes 122 so special is everybody fighting each other. Everybody fighting each other at 122, man. That's it's a dark horse division, and nobody, like a lot of people don't talk about. But I love 122 and I love 140. Love 122, love 140, man.
We gonna
Yeah, man.
wrap this shit up, my dude.
Yeah, let's wrap this thing up, man. 2 hours and 10 minutes strong, man. We don't know where VP Shane is. He in parts unknown, but big shout out to VP Shane. Big shout out to everybody that was in the chat, man. This joint was lit today, man. It was definitely lit, man. We had some people in on the Twitter joint too, man. And for all the people that's checking it out on Vlog channel, man, big shout out to y'all as well. You know what I'm saying? But Vlog, give them your social media so we can get up out of here, good brother.
Man, you know where I'm at. YouTube, Boxing First Vlog, spelled out, all together. Don't separate it. Look me up on Twitter. Look me up on Instagram. But you got to put the number 1. So it's boxing number 1 STVLOG on Instagram, man. And I'm my pin game about to be wicked and shit. I'm working that big function on. I'm gonna give you a preview of that. Should be up on G5JetTV.com. About to be revamped. So just check us out, man. We working hard. You know what I'm saying? While we working hard, so it is what it is, man. Appreciate the support, though.
Absolutely. Y'all can find me all over the place, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, G5JeffTV. Website, G5JeffTV.com. Vlog is going to show you the pen game. I'm going to show you the pen game. Shane is going to show you the pen game. So I'm going to make the announcement now before we even talk to Shane. Season 3 of the Boxing Prediction Fantasy League will premiere with the Jermell Charlo Castano rematch. That will be the first fight on the Boxing Prediction Fantasy League Season 3. We will reveal the sponsor for Season 3 next week after the Canelo fight. And the website is going to be revamped. And, bro, we're going to be the only movement where we're actual content creators and writers all at the same time. Like, it hasn't been done. It's either somebody's a writer, but they're not a content creator, or they're either a content creator and they're not a writer. So what we're doing is we're in a lane by ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? We're in a lane by ourselves. And, we're happy about that.
Baby. So,
and we make you get it. This is the only place you're going to come to where you're going to get educated and you're going to get entertained all at the same time. And you get the unlimited interaction. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, when we mention this sponsor and we get on Season 3 of the Boxing Prediction Fantasy League, we just need for y'all to look out when it come down to the sponsor. We need for y'all to really look out. We get on here every day. Every time we get on here, we don't ask for no cash apps. We don't ask for none of that. But when we drop this sponsor, we need for y'all to look out like 100%. That's the one thing we gonna ask for. Like, soon as we announce it, every show you gonna hear it. You gonna see them on this screen. All of that. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely need for y'all to come through when it comes down to that. Mr. Motivator said, "Damn, just missed you guys. You didn't miss this because you can catch the replay. You can catch the replay, bro. Like, we just going right up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gonna get a good game in this one, Playboy, man.
Yeah, bro. You want to run this one back. You want to run this one back, bro.
I'm very entertaining, and I can't help it, bro. I'm very entertaining.
Hey, man, I like Vlog definitely had a quotable of the day. I think it was like an hour and 27 minutes or something like that. So, it was an hour 27 minutes. So, we doing what we doing, baby. Toshi, he said, "I'm with you guys. I will support the sponsor." Hey, man, we appreciate you, Toshi, but you catch the run back too. You came in kind of late, Mr. Motivator. I will for sure, bro. Best boxing podcast on YouTube. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about, Mr. Motivator. Definitely catch the replay. But listen, on behalf of VP Shane, aka Ice Cold Shane, Boxing First Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt, aka Blunt Bayless, aka Mr. 1K. And your boy G5JeffTV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru, on behalf of the staff. We will be back tomorrow, and we're gonna start covering Canelo and Dimitri Bivol. We're gonna add a little fire to it because it's kind of ice cold in these streets right now. So we'll see y'all with episode 87 tomorrow. All right, peace.